YNR spoilers. Lily's post-kiss actions push Kane into Phyllis's arms. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, will become frustrated with Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, when she doesn't respond the way they believe she should. Lily's actions will push Kane right into Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, arms once again. Kane Ashby thought Lily Winters was all in. Kane learned that Lily was upset with him because she saw him and Phyllis kissing when Lily had come to visit him. Kane tried to explain that he didn't want to be with Phyllis. He wanted to be with Lily. Lily is the only woman he will ever love. Lily even went as far as to allow Kane to kiss her just after midnight. Kane truly believes that this is the turning point in his and Lily's relationship. Now that Lily allowed Kane to kiss her, surely she would be willing to come back to him and give their relationship another chance. Unfortunately, Lily does not seem to be on the same page. Lily will start giving on conflicting signals that have Kane very frustrated instead. Kane Ashby isn't exactly pining away for Lily. Kane is sending just as many mixed signals as Lily is. If Lily was the only woman for Kane, it would make sense for Kane to stay away from Phyllis, but he has not been very good at that. Kane doesn't seem to be able to tell Phyllis no and make that stick. Kane always ends up right back in Phyllis's arms that moment she comes onto him. Kane isn't sitting around waiting on Lily to come and surrender to him. Phyllis is playing Kane, and she is very good at that. Phyllis knows that Kane usually gives in whenever she tries to get close to him, not matter how much he tries to fight it. Can Kane stay away from Phyllis even if he reunites with Lily? Phyllis Summers pushes Kane Ashby's buttons. Phyllis knows exactly what buttons to push when it comes to Kane. Kane may keep trying to get in touch with Lily, who may ignore him. However, Phyllis will use that to her advantage. Phyllis will certainly point out how Kane is never going to be enough for Lily anymore. Kane may begin to believe Phyllis, since Lily has pulled away from him again. Phyllis wants Kane to join her on the bad side, and she may convince him to do so now. After all, if Lily is going to keep acting like Kane is still a bad guy, he may as well be one. Phyllis accepts him the way he is and doesn't try to control him. Kane has tried to give Lily everything she wants, but nothing is enough. Who will Kane end up with in the end? Today's shocking news of the Young and the Restless. Lily's post-kiss actions push Kane into Phyllis's arms. If there's one thing fans of the Young and the Restless can count on, it's drama, heartbreak, and shocking turns that leave Genoa City reeling. And today's spoilers bring us one of the juiciest twists yet. Brace yourselves, because Lily's latest actions could redefine relationships, ignite new rivalries, and send shockwaves through every corner of the Newman and Abbott empires. The kiss that changed everything. It all started with a kiss. A simple, impulsive, and undeniably passionate kiss that left more than a few characters and viewers stunned. Fans had already been sensing the tension between Lily and Kane, the former couple whose complicated history has been marked by love, betrayal, and moments of undeniable chemistry. But after today's explosive scenes, it seems that old flames and old mistakes might just be fueling a new chain reaction. Lily, who has often struggled to balance her ambition, family loyalty, and personal desires, made a move that seemed small at first. But in the world of YNR, no gesture is ever truly minor. That one kiss, quick, heated, and seemingly innocent in the moment, set off a series of unintended consequences that could leave her isolated and shaken. Kane's dilemma. Kane, for his part, found himself in an impossible position. His heart may still harbor feelings for Lily, but his loyalty has always been with Phyllis, the woman who has stood by him through thick and thin. However, seeing Lily act on impulses and push boundaries forced Kane into a moral and emotional quagmire. Today's spoilers reveal Kane struggling to navigate this emotional minefield. On one hand, he cannot ignore the lingering spark with Lily. On the other, Phyllis has been nothing but steadfast, patient, and loving, qualities that deserve recognition and respect. Fans should brace themselves for Kane's internal struggle, as his next move could dramatically shift the power dynamics of Genoa City's romantic landscape. Phyllis in the perfect storm. Meanwhile, Phyllis is about to be catapulted into the center of this storm. Known for her resilience and fiery determination, Phyllis has weathered betrayal, heartbreak, and scandal before. But even she may not have been prepared for the gift, or perhaps the opportunity, Lily just handed her. With Lily's post-kiss recklessness on display, Kane is being nudged, ever so gently but persistently, back into Phyllis's arms. It's a classic YNR maneuver, a love triangle that forces characters to confront their desires, their fears, and the consequences of their actions. And for viewers, it's nothing short of captivating television. The domino effect of Lily's actions. Lily's impulsive behavior isn't happening in isolation. In typical Genoa City fashion, one ripple has the potential to become a tidal wave. Today's spoilers hint at multiple layers of fallout. Kane's loyalty tested. Kane will face increasing pressure to evaluate what he truly wants versus what he feels he owes. The closer Lily pushes, the more Kane will be forced to confront whether his connection with Phyllis is about genuine love or mere convenience. Phyllis's empowerment. This could be a turning point for Phyllis. With Lily inadvertently providing clarity, Phyllis may find herself stepping into a stronger, more commanding role in her relationship with Kane. Viewers can expect some heartfelt and dramatic confrontations that showcase Phyllis's depth, resilience, and strategic mind. Lily's reputation at stake. Genoa City gossip spreads faster than wildfire. Lily's kiss won't remain a secret for long, and her actions could spark speculation, judgment, and tension not just with Kane, but within her family and professional circles. Ripple effects on the Newman-Abbott dynamics. Romance in Genoa City is never isolated. The tensions between Kane, Lily, and Phyllis are likely to intersect with corporate rivalries, alliances, and betrayals, creating fertile ground for future storylines that can shock and enthrall audiences for weeks to come. The emotional tug-of-war. One of the reasons this storyline is so compelling is the emotional realism behind it. Kane isn't just a character. He's a man caught between desire and duty. Phyllis isn't just a love interest. She's a force of nature, a character who embodies resilience, charm, and ambition. And Lily, with her complexity, impulsiveness, and layered history, is the catalyst who brings these tensions to a head. Fans are likely to see Kane in moments of intense vulnerability, moments where his confusion and longing are palpable. Will he confront Lily about the kiss? Will he retreat to Phyllis, grateful for her stability? Or will he allow his heart to pull him in two directions, creating a love triangle with high stakes and emotional fallout? Fan reactions and predictions. Social media is already buzzing with speculation. Fans are divided into camps, each defending their favorite outcome. Team Phyllis argues that Kane's heart has always truly belonged to her. They celebrate Lily's actions as a catalyst that will finally reunite the couple who, in their eyes, are meant to be. Team Lily insists that her connection with Kane is more genuine than ever, rooted in shared history and undeniable chemistry. They see this moment as the start of a passionate romance that can't be ignored. Team Drama simply revels in the chaos, predicting that neither outcome will be straightforward, and that Genoa City's finest will be left reeling from betrayal, misunderstandings, and shocking twists. The historical context. Lily, Kane, and Phyllis aren't new to complicated dynamics. YNR fans know that this isn't the first time history has repeated itself in love triangles or unexpected reunions. But today's twist is unique because it hinges on a very modern storytelling element: impulsive human error driving major plot consequences. Unlike previous storylines where scheming, corporate power plays, or external villains drove the drama, this moment is entirely organic. Lily's post-kiss behavior is relatable, human, flawed, and unpredictable. That's why it resonates so strongly. Viewers see themselves in these characters, making the fallout feel personal and urgent. What this means for Genoa City. If the spoilers are accurate, the coming weeks could redefine relationships across the board. Kane and Phyllis. there's a very real possibility of rekindled romance, but not without obstacles. Kane's loyalty, past guilt, and lingering feelings for Lily create dramatic tension that will keep audiences on the edge of their seats. Lily's arc. Expect Lily to face the consequences of her impulsiveness. Whether she tries to fix things with Kane, wrestles with guilt, or takes a bold step in a new direction, her journey is set to be one of the most emotionally charged this season. Family dynamics. The ripple effects will touch multiple families. Kane's choices, Phyllis's reactions, and Lily's reputation will intersect with corporate intrigue, family loyalty, and personal vendettas, creating a rich tapestry of storytelling. Behind the scenes, why this storyline hits hard. Soap operas like YNR thrive on tension, romance, and moral dilemmas. This storyline ticks all the boxes. It's not just about who ends up with whom. It's about choice, consequence, and the emotional stakes of human connection. Today's shocking news of Young and the Restless. Kane Ashby thought Lily Winters was all in. Fans of The Young and the Restless were left reeling today after an explosive twist in the ongoing saga of Kane Ashby and Lily Winters. The latest episodes have turned Genoa City upside down, and viewers are buzzing about what just went down between these two iconic characters. Kane, long thought to be a steady rock in Lily's tumultuous life, has found himself in uncharted waters, and the fallout could reshape the entire landscape of relationships in Genoa City. Kane Ashby's misplaced confidence. For weeks, Kane Ashby has been operating under the belief that Lily Winters was fully committed to him, ready to put the past behind her and embrace a future together. Kane, who has weathered countless storms in his life, from shocking family revelations to the betrayals of people he trusted, was feeling optimistic. In recent scenes, he seemed almost giddy with hope, planning small but meaningful gestures for Lily, showing her a side of Kane rarely seen, vulnerable, loving, and deeply invested. However, the truth came crashing down in dramatic fashion. It turns out Kane may have misread Lily's intentions, or worse, Lily was holding back for reasons Kane never anticipated. The shock came in a moment that fans will not soon forget. A private conversation between Lily and another Genoa City player that Kane was completely oblivious to. While Kane imagined a future with Lily that included stability and passion, Lily's words suggested that her heart was not fully in the relationship. Lily Winters' ambiguous signals. Lily Winters has always been a character defined by complexity. She's intelligent, ambitious, and fiercely protective of her own happiness. And lately, that independence has created tension in her relationship with Kane. While Kane has been pouring his heart into Lily, she has been sending mixed signals, which have fans speculating wildly. On one hand, Lily has been affectionate, attentive, and willing to share moments of intimacy with Kane. On the other, her recent actions have hinted at hesitation. She's been more focused on her career, her family obligations, and even her social connections in Genoa City than on committing fully to Kane. This duality has created a sense of suspense that keeps viewers glued to their screens. Is Lily truly in, or is she keeping Kane at arm's length until she sorts out her own priorities? The kiss that sparked chaos. The tension hit a boiling point when Lily and Kane shared a kiss that was electric but not straightforward. At first, Kane believed the kiss was a seal on their commitment, a promise that Lily was all in for him and their future together. But the aftermath suggested otherwise. Lily pulled back in a way that left Kane confused and hurt, and the camera captured every subtle flicker of doubt in his eyes. Fans are already analyzing this moment frame by frame. Some argue that Lily's hesitation is purely situational, work stress, family drama, and her natural caution. Others suggest that she may be harboring deeper feelings for another character, opening the door for a potential love triangle that could send Kane reeling. The ambiguity has created a whirlwind of speculation online, with YNR social media accounts lighting up with theories. Kane's vulnerability on full display. What makes this storyline especially compelling is how it highlights Kane's vulnerability. For a character who often appears strong, confident, and emotionally resilient, The realization that Lily might not be fully committed hits hard. In recent scenes, Kane is seen grappling with feelings of betrayal and confusion. He questions whether he misinterpreted Lily's actions, and viewers can see the internal conflict playing out on his face. This vulnerability is resonating with fans who have long admired Kane's loyalty and dedication. Seeing him in this state, unsure, anxious, and heartbroken, adds layers to his character and keeps audiences emotionally invested. Social media is flooded with comments like, "Kane deserves better," and "Lily, don't toy with his heart," proving just how engaged the fan base is with this storyline. The role of Phyllis and Genoa City intrigue. Adding fuel to the fire is the potential involvement of Phyllis Summers, who has been maneuvering behind the scenes in ways that could complicate Kane and Lily's relationship. Phyllis has a long history of inserting herself into love triangles and manipulations, and many fans suspect she may be orchestrating events to her advantage. In recent episodes, Phyllis was seen interacting with Kane in ways that suggested both support and subtle manipulation. She has always had an uncanny ability to sense when someone is emotionally vulnerable, and Kane's current state is no exception. Could Phyllis be nudging Kane into making a choice that will ultimately benefit her own agenda? Only time will tell, but fans are already anticipating major drama. Fan reactions are explosive. The reaction to today's shocking developments has been immediate and intense. YNR fans have taken to social media to share their theories, frustrations, and heartbreaks over Kane's predicament. Trending hashtags include hashtag Kane and Lily, hashtag Wire Drama, and hashtag Genoa City Heartbreak, reflecting the widespread emotional investment in the storyline. Some fans are sympathetic toward Kane, highlighting his history of loyalty and love for Lily. Others are critical of Lily, questioning why she would lead Kane on if her heart wasn't fully in it. The debate is fierce, with passionate opinions flying back and forth. Kane deserves someone who's all in, not someone who's sending mixed signals. Lily's hesitation is understandable. She's got a lot on her plate, and Kane needs to be patient. This is classic YNR, heartbreak, betrayal, and drama all rolled into one. The engagement levels reflect just how much this storyline has captivated viewers, proving that Kane and Lily remain central figures in the Genoa City narrative. Predictions for Kane and Lily. Looking ahead, the question on everyone's mind is, what happens next for Kane and Lily? While the future is uncertain, several scenarios seem plausible. Kane confronts Lily. A dramatic confrontation is likely, where Kane expresses his hurt, confusion, and desire for clarity. This could lead to a heated argument, a tearful confession, or even a temporary breakup. Lily's true feelings emerge. Lily may finally reveal her true feelings, whether they involve commitment to Kane, lingering doubts, or even hidden emotions for another character. Her revelation could shock viewers and alter the dynamics of the storyline. Phyllis plays her hand. If Phyllis is indeed manipulating events, her actions could drive a wedge between Kane and Lily, creating new conflict and tension in Genoa City. Unexpected twist. YNR is known for surprises, so fans should brace for an unexpected twist that could involve another character entering the picture, a secret being revealed, or a dramatic public confrontation. The emotional stakes are high. What makes this storyline particularly gripping is the emotional stakes involved. Kane's belief that Lily was all and was not just about romance. It represented trust, hope, and the possibility of stability in his life. The potential unraveling of that trust resonates with fans because it mirrors real-life experiences of love, doubt, and heartbreak. Today's shocking news of the young and the restless. Phyllis Summers pushes Kane Ashby's buttons. Fans of the young and the restless are in for a whirlwind as recent developments are sending shockwaves through Genoa City. In a turn of events that nobody saw coming, Phyllis Summers has decided to shake things up in ways that leave Kane Ashby reeling. What started as a subtle game of emotional chess has quickly escalated into a full-blown drama, pushing Kane's buttons like never before. Let's break down all the jaw-dropping details, the possible implications, and why this storyline is generating so much buzz among viewers. The catalyst, Phyllis Summers strikes again. Phyllis Summers has never been a woman to play it safe. From her early days as a schemer to her more recent flirtations with the morally ambiguous, Phyllis has built a reputation for being unpredictable. And in today's episodes, she proves why. It all began when Phyllis started subtly testing Kane's patience. She's been inserting herself into situations where Kane feels a sense of control, only to twist circumstances in ways that leave him frustrated and unsure of his next move. The tricky part? Kane isn't exactly used to someone challenging him with this level of precision. Fans have noticed that while Kane has often been the composed, steadying force in Genoa City, Phyllis has a knack for destabilizing even the most grounded characters. In recent episodes, Phyllis's actions have ranged from overt provocations to sly, underhanded moves designed to push Kane to the edge. Whether it's questioning his loyalty, challenging his decisions regarding Lily, or subtly insinuating herself into key business dealings, Phyllis knows exactly how to strike Kane's nerve points. Kane Ashby, a man on edge. Kane Ashby has always been portrayed as a patient and empathetic character, someone capable of weathering storms both personally and professionally. However, the latest interactions with Phyllis reveal cracks in his armor. He is visibly perturbed by Phyllis's behavior, and viewers have been quick to notice the tension in his expressions, body language, and even tone of voice. What makes this particularly compelling is that Kane is usually a man of measured responses. He doesn't lash out, he analyzes. But with Phyllis, his analytical mind seems to be at war with his emotional responses. Every calculated step he takes is met with a countermove from Phyllis, and fans are loving the slow burn of this psychological duel. Social media is abuzz with viewers dissecting Kane's reactions. Hashtags like hashtag Kane vs. Phyllis and hashtag Phyllis pulls strings have been trending among soap opera communities, as fans weigh in on whether Kane will finally snap, or if Phyllis has underestimated his resilience. The Lily factor. Of course, Kane's complicated relationship with Lily Winters adds an extra layer of tension. Kane has long been committed to Lily, and his loyalty has been unwavering until now. Phyllis seems intent on exploiting Kane's devotion, teasing him with just enough to make him question his choices. In recent episodes, Phyllis has been seen in situations where she subtly highlights Kane's doubts or plants seeds of jealousy. The drama is not just about Kane and Phyllis. It's about how their interactions impact those around them, especially Lily. Fans have been expressing concern on social media about whether this is the beginning of a dangerous wedge between Kane and Lily, or if it's just Phyllis playing another round of her signature manipulative games. It's the ambiguity of Phyllis's motives that keeps fans on edge. Is she genuinely drawn to Kane? Or is this a calculated move to disrupt his life and test her own limits? The uncertainty has made these episodes some of the most talked about in recent weeks. Phyllis's strategy, playing mind games. Phyllis's tactics are nothing short of masterful. She has perfected the art of emotional manipulation, which makes every scene she's in both captivating and nerve-wracking. By appearing vulnerable at the right moments and assertive at others, Phyllis keeps Kane and the audience guessing. For instance, in one memorable scene, Phyllis casually mentioned a business decision that directly affected Kane, phrasing it as a seemingly innocuous observation. But the subtext was clear. She knew Kane would interpret it as a challenge to his authority. The look on Kane's face, part frustration, part disbelief, told a story without a single word spoken. These are the moments that make the young and the restless so addictive. The tension is palpable, and viewers can't help but anticipate the next move in this high-stakes game. The dynamic between Phyllis and Kane has become a psychological chess match, each move carefully calculated, each reaction analyzed in excruciating detail. Social media frenzy. Fans react. The reaction from fans has been immediate and intense. On Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit, discussions are buzzing about what Phyllis is trying to achieve and how Kane will respond. Some fans are rooting for Phyllis, admiring her audacity and cleverness. Others are staunchly on Kane's side, fearing that Phyllis's provocations could have long-term consequences for his relationship with Lily. Fan theories have been circulating about possible outcomes. Some suggest that Phyllis may have a secret motive that could involve business intrigue, romantic tension, or even a shocking betrayal. Others believe this is the start of a slow-burn romance that could see Kane questioning his feelings for Lily. The online discourse has made it clear this storyline isn't just a passing subplot. It has become a central talking point for the young and the restless community, driving engagement and anticipation like few other storylines in recent memory. The emotional toll on Kane. While fans enjoy the suspense, it's clear that Kane is under immense emotional strain. His interactions with Phyllis are draining, and the stress shows in subtle ways. Hesitation, frustration, and a rare vulnerability that makes him relatable. Kane's emotional responses are a testament to the show's commitment to character-driven storytelling. It's not just about the drama. It's about how the characters handle it, how it changes them, and how viewers can empathize with their struggles. Phyllis has pushed Kane to confront feelings he may not have fully acknowledged. Whether it's lingering doubt about his relationship with Lily or frustration at someone challenging him in unexpected ways, Kane's internal conflict is at the forefront of these episodes. The business angle. Power struggles in Genoa City. Phyllis's provocations are not limited to the personal sphere. She is also playing games in the business arena, testing Kane's professional judgment and ability to respond under pressure. These moves are strategic, designed to undermine Kane's confidence and assert her influence in Genoa City's complex corporate landscape. Fans have been dissecting every boardroom scene, every business decision, and every exchange with Phyllis. There's a clear recognition that Kane's struggles are not just emotional, they're professional, and Phyllis knows exactly how to exploit them. What could happen next? Speculation is running wild about where this storyline could go. Will Kane finally confront Phyllis and assert his boundaries? Could this tension push him closer to Phyllis in a forbidden attraction scenario? Or will Lily become the wild card, forcing Kane to choose between loyalty and temptation? Soap opera storytelling thrives on uncertainty, and The Young and the Restless has mastered the art of keeping fans on edge. Every scene between Kane and Phyllis is loaded with potential outcomes, and the writers have clearly planned this as a slow-burn arc designed to maximize suspense. One thing is certain. Viewers are in for twists, turns, and surprises. Phyllis Summers has proven that she is willing to push Kane's buttons to see just how far he can be pushed, and Kane's reactions promise to be both dramatic and revealing. Why this storyline resonates. Part of the appeal of this storyline is its relatability. While the dramatic stakes are high, the underlying themes, trust, loyalty, temptation, and emotional manipulation, are universal. Fans can empathize with Kane's predicament because they recognize the challenge of navigating complex relationships while maintaining personal integrity. Moreover, Phyllis's unpredictability adds excitement. She's a character who refuses to be confined by expectations, and her ability to disrupt the status quo keeps the show fresh and engaging. This combination of high-stakes emotional depth and complex characters is why fans are glued to their screens, eagerly awaiting every twist in the saga. Fan predictions. Who will have the upper hand? As social media discussions continue to explode, predictions abound. Some fans believe that Phyllis will ultimately gain the upper hand, using her wit and charm to manipulate the situation to her advantage. Others argue that Kane's resilience and loyalty will allow him to withstand her provocations, emerging stronger and more decisive. A popular theory is that this storyline could lead to a major showdown, either emotional or professional, where secrets are revealed, alliances shift, and relationships are forever altered. Whether this means a confrontation in the office, a heated personal exchange, or a shocking revelation to Lily, viewers are eager to see the fallout. Conclusion. Genoa City holds its breath. In the end, what makes this storyline so compelling is its unpredictability. Phyllis Summers pushing Kane Ashby's buttons is more than just drama. It's a masterclass in character dynamics, psychological tension, and storytelling precision. Fans are watching with bated breath, debating every interaction, and speculating about what comes next. Kane's patience, loyalty, and emotional resilience are being tested like never before, and Phyllis's cunning ensures that the stakes are as high as they can get. One thing is certain. The Young and the Restless has once again delivered a storyline that captivates, surprises, and leaves viewers hungry for more. As Phyllis continues to stir the pot and Kane struggles to maintain his composure, Genoa City's drama is far from over. The next episodes promise even more shocking twists, emotional confrontations, and the kind of high-stakes storytelling that has kept fans coming back for decades. Stay tuned, because if this latest feud is any indication, Phyllis Summers is only getting started, and Kane Ashby may have never faced a challenge quite like this before.